Hi, everybody. My name is Yifan He, and I'm the CEO of Ready Tech. Today, actually, I will introduce a totally new project based on BSN China. Okay, this project is for China only for now. So we never publicly, spoke about this. So today is the first time. But this is a major development. Okay, it's not only as a product, as a technology. We also deeply talk with our regulators in China. We try to open up the NFT market in China. So this is a pretty big deal. And so let me share my screen. So the project I will talk about called the BSN DDC network. Okay, everybody is wondering what DDC means. Okay, that's something I will explain in this presentation. So first, I want to talk about a little bit, cryptocurrency and the public chains in China. We all know, China cracked down on crypto. 1 month ago. So basically banned everything from mining, trading, even news. Okay, if you publish the pricing, of cryptocurrency, it's against the law. So right now, first, it's not only cryptocurrency, it's also public chains. Okay, public chain nodes cannot be legally operated in China because there's internet regulation. Every IT system that offer public access need KYC and government registration. So all the public chains cannot do that. So basically, public chain cannot legally operate in China, not only crypto. Okay, and also cryptocurrency are banned forever. Okay, so some people say, okay, probably after 3 years, 2 years, everybody is, adopting, cryptocurrency outside China, then the Chinese government will, allow that. From a certain point, let me tell you this: it won't happen. Okay, it won't happen. So there's, probably in 5 years, 10 years, don't even think about that. And also, more seriously, is all the financial institutions, all the banks, all the payment companies cut off payment channels for buying cryptocurrency from China. So that means even some companies say, okay, I'm running a business outside China. I let me deploy application on public chain and do some business, outside China. So it's totally legal there. But as a Chinese company, you cannot buy the cryptocurrency to pay for the gas. So which means, especially for the ordinary companies in China, basically the public chain is no longer accessible. So it's very serious here. So and this will last, probably for next 10 years. So I think Jihan and Harry, already gave you guys some, information on the, BSN open permission blockchain project. So I just very briefly go through this. It's basically it's the OPB is I always say it's not public chain. It's it's a public shared chain. It's like public chain is still there. You don't need to build your own chain, but it's a permission. And but when developer use those chains, it's just like public chain without crypto. So it's more like, you can see this as a permission fork from a public chain, layer one. So for all the OPBs on BSN in China, two things need to change. First is, pay for the gas with fiat money. Okay, so basically you use WeChat Pay, Alipay, credit cards, basically pay for the gas fees. So then in this sense, you can consider, the OPB is kind of decentralized cloud services. Okay, so it's no longer like the blockchain, ecosystem. It's more like a decentralized cloud services with blockchain technology. And the second one is, we set up the node permission, basically who can, deploy a node of the OPB, it will be based on the permission from BSN and also from the OPB operator. But OPB, like Yifan mentioned and Harry also mentioned a little bit, right now the OPB project is for public chains, almost the only way to penetrate Chinese market and also legally market the brand names in China. Okay, once you build OPB here, you basically run an enterprise blockchain, business in China, targeting governments, big corporations, even individual developers, but it's more in the enterprise blockchain domain. We already have 6 OPBs. 2 is under construction. There's 4 up running. It's Wen Changqing. It's from Harry just give us a presentation powered by Irish Knight, and the Wuhan chain powered by Ethereum, and the Datang chain powered by Freitang, and also Taiwan chain powered by Physical Because. So this format will be displayed on all the portals, all the web page, all the news. Okay, so basically it's you need to rename your chain, but still your brand name still after powered by. So NFT is very hot right now. Okay, so because NFT is always associated with cryptocurrency, so everybody is wondering, is that legal in China? So far, okay, what I can say is so far it seems NFT as a pure technology will be allowed in China. Okay, but say that as a technology. So in China, you cannot say, okay, let's buy an NFT. You are not buying an NFT. You are buying a data or a asset linked with the NFT technology. So NFT is a technology. It's not a virtual merchandise. It's not a cryptocurrency. It's just a technology term. Okay, but because the NFT is deeply associated with cryptocurrency, it's the government considers that it's a bad name. So last week Alibaba and Tencent changed their NFT, those 3 letters on all their websites to digital collectibles. So this is actually definitely is kind of pressure from the government. So they don't want to really market this. But we believe NFT technology will be widely used in China in next 5 years. Okay, as kind of certificate, technology, identity, instruments. So this definitely will be huge market in here. Basically, just consider all the tickets based on the NFT technology, all the certificates, university certificate, all kind of certificates. And also, you can basically, the government, for example, one day the government said, okay, let's get rid of the centralized vehicle registration system. Let's build all the motor vehicle as an NFT. Okay, then we issue a private key, to all the car owners. Then, we make, many information transparent to public and give the car owner some power to update some information. Then, and also give outside IT system to access those information, freely under kind of permission. Then you can see this actually will create a huge market here. I mean, not only in China, worldwide. Okay, especially a link blockchain technology to the traditional IT systems, not only blockchain application. So this is very, very important because we see there's huge potential here, and many government agencies also say this. So that's why such very strong crackdown on cryptocurrency, but so far NFT is allowed. So, but there's a situation here is because no one can use public chain from China. I mean, even they cannot. That's very, very difficult to buy the cryptocurrency. So where all the business, all the companies will deploy their NFT on? Because right now there's cases is people building their private key, then private chain, then they deploy their own NFT on those private chain. I mean, NFT is a certificate. It need to exist for next 100 years. If you deploy on a very simple infrastructure, once the infrastructure is gone, then all the NFT is gone. So we need something very credible, everybody trust, and decentralized, infrastructure. So that's why there's opening right now. There's no infrastructure for NFTs in China. So that's why, this is opportunity. So that's the whole background why we're even doing the project. So that's why we are building the NFT infrastructure on top of BSN China. Okay, that's basically the project is. So this infrastructure, we don't want to just use one chain, okay? Because then you basically force everybody use one single technology. What we are going to do is this infrastructure will consist of 10 open permission blockchains with different technology, with different company operates that. So that's how we want to build a huge NFT infrastructure and the ecosystems in China. So those 10 chains can compete with each other on the costing, on the technology, on the tools, development tools to make the developer easier to build their NFT applications. So this is the ecosystem we try to build. We already have 6 up running. Okay, of course, 2 or 3 of them won't be in the 10. Okay, so we will choose 10 open permission blockchain to build this infrastructure, and all the payments on this NFT network, which means when you when you deploy your NFT, when you do whatever you want to do with the infrastructure, you pay in fiat money. Okay, there's no cryptocurrency associated. And also we still use the same strategies. This BSN NFT network, we won't serve end user directly. We provide APIs for everybody can build an NFT portal on their website, on their app. So their end user goes through those websites, those portals to generate and to manage their NFTs. So of course, we also provide APIs to individual developers. They can also access to this NFT network without the interface. But by law, you need associated with a certain portal because we need KYC. By Chinese law, you need register in a portal. That's why. So the ecosystem will be the underlying infrastructure. There's 10 chains. Okay, most of them is converted from the public chain, and there's one layer of portals. Inside each portal, you can build whatever you want, just access to the 10 OPBs as the infrastructure. Then you can on your portal you can build anything you want, and you charge people. Okay, you charge people. Then there's on top of the portal, this all the developers, application owners, they access the portal or the API provided by the portal, then access to the infrastructure. So the portal charges the money and split with whoever runs those OPB, the operators. Then the operator share some revenue with BSN. So that's basically the business model. And also because of the open permission chain, people can deploy their own smart contracts. So we will have each those OPB has their master NFT contract. So for the NFT generated by those master contracts, it's BSN backed NFT, which means as long as BSN exists, we back the NFT on that. Then you can deploy your own smart contract to generate your own NFT. Then it's your responsibility. Okay, if this company is gone, their smart contract no one maintains, or then NFT is probably gone. So there's 2 layers of NFT. It's the developers their own and also the BSN NFT structure-backed NFTs. So the next one is, like I said, is it's very, very flexible. You can build a portal, run an NFT. You can, you can even build a private portal as a company. Only you can access the APIs and to manage. For example, if there's a government says, okay, in the next 5 years I will generate 10 million, NFTs, then I need my own access to this infrastructure. So then they can build a private portal for their employee to use only. So or they can use the APIs to embed it with their current IT system. Okay, then they can from their existing user interface to basically manage all the NFTs. So what we are doing is basically building the infrastructure for all the business to use. And the last is, like I said, everybody is changes the NFT name. So we will do that too. So we officially call this NFT DDC network. DDC is the distributed digital certificate technology. So from now on, I will say this BSN DDC. Okay. And also a part of today's purpose is, we need more public chain to get involved with OPB project, with the BSN DDC project. Because what we really trying to do, because we believe in competition, we believe in open source, we believe in, the developers need to be easily to access all kinds of technology, let them choose, let all the chains to compete. That's how a technology really advance and how to build a healthy ecosystem. So that's what we believe. That's why we want 10 OPB, probably 15. Okay, in 6 months. Depends on the demand, and also BSN. So far, if we really see the landscape in China, this is almost the only way to access Chinese market that comply with local regulations. And also as BSN operator, a founding member, we have the State Information Center, we have China Mobile, we have very formal channels to all the regulators. We actually working with them on this BSN DDC project. We educate them, let them understand this. Actually, right now, they actually can't understand this. Like I said, when all the business building centralized the system, it's actually much harder to monitor or manage from the government perspective. When everybody use public, use OPB, use NFT technology to store, some kind of certificate, some kind of information, it's actually half transparency. It's for government. It's much easier to even access to those information. So it's much better for the government, considering it's on blockchain or it's a centralized system. Actually, on blockchain, it's even good for the governments actually. So that's how we communicate with them, trying to make this thing happen and legally to operate in China. So far it's pretty good. And also, if you talk to anybody understand NFT, think about this. We believe in China in next 5 years there will be billions, if not trillions, billions of NFT generated in China. Huge market, and no infrastructure. We are building the one right now. So then this is huge opportunity here. There's 1.4 billion people, 15 million companies in China. So, but also when you build OPB, even you are one of the 10 OPBs, with DDC infrastructure, it's not only an NFT. All the OPB support all enterprise blockchain application, not only NFT. So if you heard, the Harris presentation, you can see there's different, application there. And also, I think my colleague Tim will give you a more detailed, presentation on how to run OPB. But in general, each OPB has one operational company. This company basically build the OPB, manage and market that together with BSN, and the income is a gas consumption. Okay, and also this operation company set the price. For example, we put 100 union gas equals to 1 RMB, but for each action, how much gas consumed is determined by the operator. So you set your own price. If it's too expensive, no one uses. So it's this competition environment. Also, the operator actually receives the majority of the revenue. Okay, so this is if there's billions of NFTs in next 5 years, there's a huge market here. That's basically my presentation. And the timeline is we will launch the whole thing by end of January next year. Okay, 2022 January, end of that we launch the whole thing. So if you are interested to participate, please contact Mr. Tim Bailey. And Tim, go back to you.
Okay, thanks, Yifan. Yifan, there was one question just before you go. One was about the timing, which you answered. The second question was, you mentioned earlier on that there are some projects on the BSN NFT public infrastructure now. Can you talk at all about those and give any details?
Yeah, I mean, right now, when we plan this project, we are not only just do this by ourselves. We begin to talk with all the, our friends, public chains, permission chains, and also we already, signed an agreement with almost like a 4 portals. Okay, platform. They will use this infrastructure. So those portals actually also the customer of those 10 open permission chain. I mean, which one they will use? Talk to them, work with them, So and also we even have a partner outside China. Okay, they will build a portal, serve multinational, big corporations if they want to deploy NFT in China, then go through their portal. So there's, and also we are working with some application owners. Like there's art exchange in Hainan province. They basically will build their entire exchange based on the BSN infrastructure. So we already begin to build the ecosystem. I talk to all the potential customers, potential players, almost every single day. So this is a major project, and what I see here is almost every single major company who have copyrights or certificate, they are considering NFT. Okay, one of the platform we work with is a major movie and the TV program producer. Okay, they will basically use all their copyrights, their IPs to generate NFTs. So right now they are also building their platform connecting to our infrastructure, because this will become the worst, the most trustworthy and the most stable infrastructure. I missed the one point. The OPB will not only on BSN, because one question is if entire BSN is gone, where's we will lose all the NFTs. So for the BSN DDC infrastructure, we will allow outside nodes, which means, for example, for the infrastructure, eventually there's 150 nodes, for all 10 OPB. Then on BSN, probably 50. Then another 100 set of nodes will be outside BSN, some local government, some big corporations, they all build nodes. So we truly change this to a decentralized permissioned structure. So who will set up those nodes is definitely very credible sources. So eventually, even the BSN is gone, the infrastructure is still there. And even in the next 2 years, we probably expand this outside China. So become a permissioned global infrastructure. So this is, a little bit long term. Yeah, that's it.